Hello guys, and welcome back to another session of learning Unity with me. Where we last left off, we were trying to implement the Gravestone. I was able to implement the animation for it, where it just glows, I guess. And yeah, basically. Alright, cool, let's go ahead and continue. Let me just refresh this page, or refresh the video. Yeah, I'm just gonna refresh the page actually. So, yeah. Oh, yeah, I guess I forgot to implement that. We did show a sign here. Let's look at the button. So yeah, let me just test it out if I can just drop one in. Let's reduce the scale. That's not what I wanted. Oh yeah, we still need to go here. Drag and drop this, and yeah, there we go. Yeah. This has to be 0, the parent has to be, has to have the position. And they hit apply. I think that should do it. There you go. Oh, it doesn't loop. That's weird. Oh right, I think I forgot to add one more thing. Add a square box collider. hit apply, and yeah. Alright, cool. Cool. I noticed there were some overlaying issues. I guess that was because it was placed weirdly, right? Fair enough. Alright, so we're gonna check Q&A real quick. What the heck is this? That's actually pretty cool. I like how it rises up. That's amazing. Holy moly. Nice. And then mine is like all very like there's no theme. It's just pretty random. Alright, quiz time. Which of the following is an array? This one. Where would we click to add a new transition parameter such as a trigger or a bool? We need to go to parameters and we're going to add one and then also add the condition. Oh wait, what was this asking? Where would we click to add a new transition parameter? Number 3. what do we mean when we say the z-depth fighting or z-depth issue? That an object cannot be seen because its z-value is negative while everything else has a positive z-value. That two or more objects are on the same level on the z-axis, and it's random as to which one will be displayed or clicked on at any point in time. The Australians say Z and Americans say Z. Nah. The two or more objects are colliding with each other because their z-value has not been accurately set. That's an object. That an object cannot be seen because its z-value. Two more objects here. I think it's this one. Nice. So I knew it was either one of these two, but then this kind of gave a hint, because this one is just saying that, oh, so if you have a z-value, you can still kind of see it depending. Actually, probably not. But like, I guess that's not always true, because let's say, you know, there's no background or anything like that, then you can still see it technically. So then the fighting happens when, let's say, there's different layers because of the zeta or the axes for the zeta axes for that specific object. Then yeah, so if they're in the same, you know, they're kind of hard to compete. That's when I think priority takes into account. But I don't know the exact issue of why that is. But weird. Maybe I wasn't paying attention, but I never heard of this. I don't think he ever brought it up. Oh, there's only 3. Alright, never mind. What is the terminology that determines when an animation transition occurs? Conditions. What does animation looping mean? When our animation reaches the end, it starts again. When we animate a circle or sphere, no, that rotates. When we move something across the screen, it makes a sine wave. No, when we stop our game, the animation resets back to the start. No, this one. It just loops again. So I think we have about 19 more lessons to go. Let me just check. So yeah, so we have 30 minutes here. Good amount of time spent there. 21 minutes. Oh Lord. Alright. Oh, sorry, I forgot to turn on the mic. But what I was saying was, I'm gonna make my own enemies, but I'm still gonna copy his like enemy archetypes, I guess. Like, I'll show it to you later. But basically, he categorized each enemy to have different speeds, different moves, and a special ability, like being able to jump through obstacles, like the wall, like our wall, or being able to just pass through the objects. So we're gonna have 4 different enemy types. I'm gonna look it up. We're gonna look at some enemies. First, I'd like the Heartless Mickey. No, wait. So we have one. He has the walking and attacking. That's all I really care about. It needs to have walking, appearing, walking, and attacking. So we have the lizard, and that's just a basic enemy. So we can just simply just take that. Let me just grab it real quick. Projects, Glitch Garden, Assets, Sprites, and then we have Lizard Walk. Well, I guess it's just an example. But basically, I'm just gonna take this, paste that there, clear it out. So this is enemy 1. This is like the most generic character. Right. And then we're gonna download the sheet. Yeah. Show in folder. Yeah, we're not gonna edit quite yet. But we're going to like this. Should be our second enemy. I don't know what I'm gonna categorize as yet, but yeah. Let's think about another enemy. A bugbear. We need to also have like an enemy, like a boss. So let's have. I wish I could use Kingdom Hearts sprites, but I don't think there's any. I mean, we can use Axel. Nah. Air Pirate. Oh, this one could be for like. Yeah, we can go with this actually. This won't be the boss though. And now for a boss. Type in boss. This is Maple Story? No. What would be a good boss? This one? Death Dog? Holy smokes. We can do Smash Brothers. Sephiroth. Oh, these are just portraits. Charizard. Ganondorf. And big monster. Frankenstein. They can't be facing downward. That's kind of weird. I need to make them face the left side. I mean, I think I can rotate it, but it'll look kind of weird. How about Pizzamon? Nah, the legs are gone. Big the cat. That'd be funny. So gestures, action. No. No. No, 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 no. How about Big Eye? Nah, let's look for something else. I'm trying to find the right one. Alright, we entered strange zone. Penguin? Make a giant penguin? Huh? Walk. Backflip. Big head. Alright, I'm gonna just choose. Let's see, Big Birdie. What game did this come from? Looks like a Game Boy Advance game. Nora no Tokyo. Oh, it's a DS. This price looks nice too. Oh, isn't this from SpongeBob? What the heck? They have everything here, or obscure things at least. Armored monster. Needs to have a walking animation. Alright, let me think of a boss. Like a huge boss. I forgot what that Heartless was named. No, he can't walk, never mind. Let me think of some titles on like the Game Boy Advance or something. I'm looking about Tales of Fantasia. Is there anything that we can use, hopefully? What the heck? Someone actually took the time to make this. What the... Looking for a boss. Douse? No. Efreet. Oh, we have enemies here. Oh yeah. Oh wow, I could have used those then. There has to be one. They even have Doug Trio? What? Maybe Arceus. Nah, he's facing the wrong way. Does this look like a... Wait, did you say cannibal? Unaccountable. Thinking about this, and it's not the way I think it was. Oh, caveman. And it's not the way I think it is either. Dang it. Drake? Nope. Dragon Newt, how about that? Is there walking, moving? Alright, there's moving. Yeah, we'll go with this. Dang, that took a while, but we got it. It's from Tales of Destiny. I still have yet to play it. I was thinking of playing their, because there's this one where it's fan, like there's one for the PS2, like the director's cut or something, and it looked pretty good. I wanted to try it, but you know, it was in Japanese and I can't really read it. But recently there's a translation, so I might try it eventually. But anyways, yeah, we're gonna, it might have been better to put this on the table, I don't know. So here's our 4 enemy types. Alright, so let me just draw the line. I will, you know, of course, change the pixels per unit just to make it much more believable that this is stronger than these 3. Even though the lizard's like freaking huge. So we have speed, attack, and health, and then special. So we have speed. Ooh, I don't know why it's like that. Let's just go with area black. Speed. Attack. Say special. No, special's at the end. I think HP. Well, it was health. Yeah, it was health. Actually, let's be professional here. And then special ability. So speed for this one, I'm just gonna copy what he did. Medium, 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 and then none. So med, 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 and none. So should I have a name for these? Probably not. Speed. So there's 3 different archetypes. There's the one that moves fast, but the attack is low and the health is low. So they don't deal that much damage, and they have low health, but they can jump. This one can fly, so we can give it that. So we're gonna give this one the fast. So it's gonna be fast. Wait, I don't know where he got that, but medium is low, so he's not gonna deal damage. Health is low as well. Special ability. Can jump. Now I wonder if there's an animation of it jumping, because if it is, then I'm kinda screwed. Fox jumping. Dang it. Alright, so unfortunately we don't have a standing, appearing. So maybe he could just teleport past it instead of jumping. So he'll play an animation. Teleports, and we could just play that jumping animation or something. Teleports. from obstacle. Alright, so speed. So this one's medium. Wait, the attack is none, but then so he doesn't attack. Makes sense. And then health is medium. And then fly over obstacles. And this one is slow, huge, and slow, huge, and then the ability he gave us, good job to think about that. One hit K has a 10% or 20% chance of killing defender in one hit, or poison, or what could it be? I think I think that should be good enough, I guess. Has 20% chance. We'll figure it out. Like maybe 20% of multiplying the damage by 5 or 6 or something like that. So we're just gonna save this. Yeah, we can, I guess, save it. I'll save it in the desktop. Oh no, I think it'd be better to save it in the Unity project. Yeah, I guess the sprites. No. Attacker sheet. I guess. So this would be our kind of our guideline of how it is. We're gonna have to edit through it, but I think he's gonna give us a challenge to do that anyways, so yeah. Alright, so he showed something that was pretty interesting. So here, notice how the max size will be 2048. That's going to be the dimensions of both the length and width. And there's an issue that comes up, which he brings up, is that there's this sheet that's 2048 by 607. But, you know, that's incorrect, because if we look here, let me see. Alright, right here. When we look at the properties, we can see that details, it's actually this dimension right here. And so what happens is Unity, I think, sees this max size and then decreases the image so that the aspect ratio stay the same, but then it gets shrunk because of our max size. So to fix this, we just need to set it up enough for it to include the dimension that it's at. So in our properties, it says 3765, then we just stick with 496. But I guess my question would be, why not just set it up to here? I'm thinking it might have something to do with like wasting space, wasting memory size or something. That's why it's better to get as close as possible, because that's usually the situation with these type of things, from what I experienced. And I might go with that unless the Q&A has something. Maybe the Q&A asked about it too. If not, I should probably ask it. So yeah, anyways, we hit apply, and then you're gonna notice this value change to its actual size. And then while he is working on making a sprite or animation out of it, so we're gonna hit multiple, hit apply, and then go to sprite editor, then slice by cell size, and then we're gonna get our calculator. And I'm just doing this just to practice. So it's 3765 divided by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 12, so 15. So it's 251. So it's 251. Let me just do this before I forget. By 186. Slice. Nice. And then hit apply. Cool. Alright, so we're gonna create an animation off it. Create. Whoa, what was that? So create an animation. We're gonna call it lizard attacking. And then drop this here. Drop this here. Then I guess go here. If you animate controller, it's gonna go here, and then I guess we're just gonna put attacking, make transition here, and then we're gonna have the boolean is attacking. So we, in that case, we would need to, I guess we're gonna figure it out later, but what I'm going to assume is we're gonna have to be checking if, like, let's say we get the current position and then round it, right? And then in that position that we rounded to, we want to check if there is a defender there. And if there's a defender there, then we should set the parameter, like, is attacking, to be true, and we'll create that transition to the is attacking. But since we haven't done that yet, I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna have it here. I guess let's go play it out so we can just see how it looks like. Drag a lizard. It's missing, which is totally fine. We're gonna add bodies, sprite render, sprite, and then we have to go to the body, and then now we see the sprite. All we can do is take this and then move it never mind, so I have to do it again. Sometimes it'll work, sometimes it doesn't. So we will delete that. Go to our sprites and then go to our attacking. Not click on that, but like highlight everything, all these frames, and then just wait. No, my bad. I was in the wrong. object, so do that. Now we can drag it. You can delete the last part and then hit play. It's kind of slow, so we're gonna speed up the pace. That's how it attacks. It's just moving its mouth and poking. How's that attacking? Whatever. We'll go with that. The other enemies will make up for its lack of coolness. I'm just kidding. So yeah, I'm just gonna continue. So he did set it up as well, but yeah, it's alright, you know. So basically we go to our controller, go to our animator, create this connection, transition, and then make the same transition back, and then we're gonna edit the settings. We're gonna click on this transition, we're gonna go to our settings, disable has exit time, because we do want to intercept the animation when needed. Close that to 0, and then add a condition. But first we need to add a parameter. We're going to call it is attacking, which is the same thing we did in our defenders. So we're going to add a boolean. Oh wow, so we do that, and then back to our controller again, we have to click on this transition. We need to have a condition. So I know that I just noticed this one thing. If we don't have an exit time, then we do need a condition. Or is that true? Maybe. Oh. Yeah, but if we don't have exit time, transition needs to at least have one condition or an exit time to be valid. So it won't make a transition if there's no condition or there's no exit time. So if we're not going to have an exit time, then we need to have a condition. So in order to make this transition from lizard walking to lizard attacking, the is attacking boolean has to be true. And then yeah, so from attacking, we do want to go back to walking if there's no defenders in front of the attacker, and we're gonna remove exit time like always. Make this to 0, and then add a condition. So what this means is that if we're in the lizard attacking state and we notice that the lizard, let's say it killed the defender, so there's no defender in front of it, then we want it to go back to walking. So then we want to say that the attacker isn't, or particularly the lizard, isn't attacking anymore. So that's why we set it to false. By setting it to false, we transition it back to the walking state. And yeah, we'll see how it plays. I think, wait, no, it should be. And then what I was laughing at is because if I hit attacking, it just starts doing that. What the heck? Why is it starting the laser jump animation? Did I screw up somewhere? We're gonna keep an eye on this one just to see why it's doing that, just to see the state of it essentially. Alright, so then if we do attacking, oh, I guess that was a glitch. But yeah, I was laughing because the lizard would just continually walk like that. But in order to fix that, obviously we would just need to go, well, not obviously, but like, we would need to mess with the animation or call a function from our animation. So we're gonna go here. Yeah, we're gonna go lizard body, lizard attacking, and then we're going to create an animation event. And we're going to set the movement speed to 0. And so this is what's going to happen. Hopefully. It just stops and then boom. Boom, yeah. I kind of guessed on that. But why is that the only one that's being affected? Do I need to update it? What is happening? Oh, so only something is like, I think I saw what's happening because I wasn't really clicking on the specific lizard. There it is, eating. Now keep walking. Oh, it's time for food, so eat time. Alright. Alright, so yeah, we got that down. Alright, let's continue. I'm gonna do it along with him, so it's gonna go to script, go to attacker, wait till it loads. Where is it? Oh, right here. Alright, it's kind of close, so I'm just going to zoom out a little bit. So he's an attacker, and then we're going to call this, do it to do here. To do, because he has it as a game object. And then current target. Yeah, it's been a while, so I'm gonna have to look through the other code, and I think it should be the defender. So we gotta look at the defender script. I might have forgotten the semicolon, maybe. Nope, I did not. Nice. No, it's not defender. Defender button. It's game area. I think it's shooter, right? Yeah, shooter. So in here, first this is how you can tell if it's in the lane, but that's not what we want. We wanna, I think we're looking for. Wait, what was it? Oh yeah, switching animation. So we do need something like this, a private const string. So I'm just gonna copy it and paste it. He's attacking, and then he just wants the line that changes it. I forget how we access it. Animator, so we have to get access to the animator. Animator, I guess, and then animator equals get component animator. Yeah, I guess. And then set bool is attacking ID, and then true. I guess that's how you did it. Set bool. Yeah, I guess. Alright, I guess that's what I think how we did it, based off what we did. All right, right. Also, we're gonna create a script for each enemy type. Alright, before we do the challenge, let's just create the lizard script. We do have a compiler issue because of a colon. Here it is. Save. Should compile now, hopefully. Cool. And then we're gonna create C# script. Call this lizard. And then edit our lizard script by first deleting everything here. And then doing a private void on collision enter 2D. I think that's how you do it. Dang it. You think trigger enter. Trigger 2D and then collider 2D other collider. So then what we want to do here is, first of all, let's get the game object, other collider dot game object. Game object. And once we do that, we have to check type defender. So what we're going to do that is if other instance of defender. And then, so if it is, call public, call attack. So in the attack here, wait, what? Public, so I need the attacker. So get component attacker dot attack. I guess we need to pass in the target. We're going to pass in other, which is the game object. Maybe better attack the defender. Attacker attacks the defender. Check to see if the other is type defender. Other instance of defender. If other is, I don't know if it's instance of C#. I think it is. It says right here. So is instance the type of. Oh. If other dot is instance of type defender. I guess that's how you do it. And we're gonna it's already 1 hour. So we're gonna continue this off tomorrow, and yeah, so I'll see you guys next time. Peace.